walk through how to add ceilings and lighting into your Keystone building design. We're going to go ahead and start off by going to level 1. Within level 1, we're going to go ahead and go to the architecture tab and run the ceiling command. With this, we've got a couple of different options in the ceiling. You can do a basic generic ceiling, 2x2 ACT system. ACT stands for acoustic ceiling tile. You got 2x4, and then you got gypsum wallboard on metal stud. Most of the time in a lot of commercial buildings, you're going to use a 2x4 ACT system. So I'm going to select that one. And a couple things that you have to look at is you can do an automatic ceiling, which means that it picks up boundaries within rooms by walls, or you can sketch a ceiling if you want a more, kind of custom approach to a ceiling creation. I'm going to go ahead and stick with automatic ceiling. Our height offset for level 1, if we stay at 14 foot 2, which is usually kind of like our default, you'll notice it picks up the boundaries around the wall, but like I've got this room here and I want to do a separate ceiling from the rest of this. So I'm going to go ahead and set this to be more like 14 feet, a little lower. So then that way the inside, because our walls, I believe, are about 14.2. So I'm going to go ahead and set that to be 14 feet, and you'll notice I can pick inside of this room. And I'm going to go ahead and you can see the red lines that indicate the boundaries of the ceiling. So I'm just going to click to set that in there. You're going to see there's what the ceiling tile pattern looks like. And then you'll notice that around some of these other columns, we can click and we can set another ceiling pattern in there as well. Now I'm in a ceiling plan, just to kind of note too. So that's why we're able to see the pattern. If you're in level 1 floor plan, you'll probably get an error or a little warning that pops up in the corner that will say, none of these elements are visible in the view. You just need to switch over to the ceiling plan, and then you're going to be able to see exactly what I'm seeing here. So I'm going to go ahead and hit cancel a couple times. If I go to the 3D view, let's go ahead and we'll hide a couple of these walls here, just so we can see what's going on. And now in your building, you'll be able to see that there's the ceiling. You'll see the ceiling line here. If I kind of tilt the building down a little bit, there's the ceiling. There, if you select it, you'll see it in the type selector. There's the rest of it. You'll notice that, again, we'll have to add some, spaces in there, maybe even select the ceiling and select around it. But let's focus on just doing this one room, and then you can kind of at least get the idea of how to do it in the rest of the building. So I'm going to go ahead and go to ceiling plan level 1. Here is our room. We'll focus on it. I'm going to head and went into insert, load Autodesk family. And what I searched for is if you go into the lighting category, and then I just did the 2x4. They make Trofer lights. And if I search for that, the parabolic, Trofer light 2x4 is going to be what we want. And I just loaded that in. And I've already got it loaded. So I'm going to go ahead and go to the architecture tab, select component. There's the light, the 120 volt. And I can go ahead and place it in here. So I'm going to go ahead and pick a spot and make sure this kind of lines up well. And there we go. So that's going to be where our ceiling light will be placed. Now I'm going to go ahead and select this, and I want to pattern a bunch of these lights in here. And the easiest way to do that is use the array command. So it's a modify command in here. So the array, first thing we can do is we can pick like what corner that we want to like end out on. So I'm going to pick the bottom left. And I'm going to skip a space in the tile, and I'm going to go down until I see 4 feet. This will tell how many, right now there's 2. We want to see how many elements that we can have. I'll do 5 and hit enter. That'll set in 5. That looks pretty good. And then what I can also do, if I hold control and select this entire column of lights, then run the array tool, I can do a very similar process. I can go ahead and set this up. Up above, I can set how many that I want. Let's see if there's 4. 4 is probably going to be too many. You'll see the little number up here. If I select it and then just do 3, that'll add in and change. So anytime you look over an array, you'll see up here at the top, it'll show you, it allows you to go back and change what we have. So we've got an entire array of lights now in there. I'm going to go ahead and go back to level 1 floor plan. And notice how we don't see any of that there. The ceiling's showing us what's in the ceiling. I'm going to go up here to the little house icon, hit the drop down. That's my 3D view. Then I'm going to choose camera. Click to place the camera in, look out, and see what we've got kind of going on here. So I can always open up my crop region a little bit more to see. And I can change, make sure I'm on fine level of detail and change this over to realistic. And here you'll see this is what the inside of this room looks like currently. I don't have any doors or other windows in the walls on the partition walls, so that's why it looks kind of bland. But here you'll see on the right side, that's the storefront curtain wall on the exterior. And you'll see all the lights patterned in. So this right here is just kind of getting started with adding lights and ceilings into your Keystone building design. And this will be something we can do to kind of add to renderings, but also to make this look more realistic as we finish out the design of your Keystone building.